Hi, everybody. This is Jason.
This is Pete.
And this is the Lost Legions podcast. And what are we doing today, Pete?
We're talking about our experiences and first impressions of the new edition.
Yeah.
In our very limited experiences so far. But yeah,
Pete and
quite good. Go ahead.
Pete and I both had one game, but not with each other.
Yeah.
That's going to be in 2 weeks. So we're planning on recording then. But it's been interesting. So I played one game with my buddy Will. We crawled through the rules. It was slow. We got through 2 rounds over 4 hours. It was a long game. We had a lot of laughs and we had a really good time. We played 1,500 points. I'll get into a little bit of my thoughts and details later. Why don't you tell us about your first experience and how it went?
Yeah, so my first experience was with Neil and the other chaps at Riftforge Studios with Sean and Tom. It was supposed to be a 2K me and Neil game, and then last minute Neil was like, Sean and Tom are playing, do you want to come and we'll all learn together? I was like, yeah, that'd be great. So we ended up doing a 4K doubles with Mechanicum and Astartes for our first intro game.
I'm just gonna jump in here and say I went so slow with Will because we kept laughing. We were everything has changed because every special rule has changed, and then anytime something would happen, we'd be like, I don't know. And they were like, well, maybe we should look it up and see if it's changed.
Yeah,
so we looked
let
through
me read the sacred texts and figure out.
Yeah, we looked through every single thing. So I can only imagine with 4 people how that went. Sorry, returning to your story.
We got 1 turn done. However, even though we've had minimal experiences, I definitely saw a lot of 3.0, and you did as well, obviously, with your game. So we thought we can give some hopefully credible thoughts so far. So go on, Jay, tell us what you go through, some things that you sort of liked.
So I would say right away, movement is similar. Hasn't really changed much, but the assault phase really threw us for a loop to begin with. And the setup move thing was really awkward the first time we did it. And then the second time it felt very natural and it was really cool. I also thought it was kind of neat that if you failed to charge, you'd already kind of done your stumble forward because that's your setup move. So after doing it a couple of times, it felt really good. It felt really awkward the first time when we were just how far do we move? What are we doing? How we only roll 1d6? What? What's going on? And it was just, I would say, but I hard kind of flipped on that and ended up really liking it after playing that for a little bit. That was really cool. What about your initial? What was your biggest takeaway?
Yeah, I think following on from Close Combat, we did manage to get a couple combats going on, and it felt really, really good, really fun. Much less dice, far fewer dice, a far less weight of dice being rolled. So it made everything matter more, which was quite interesting. Combat resolution, there's more ways to score to get to boost your combat res. So it felt that the Vexillas made a real difference, mixed in with having more models, mixed in with the glory of challenges. There's quite a lot to it to tip the score up in your favor.
We only got 1 challenge which I also thought was interesting because when I jumped in to a tac squad, I was like, okay, I'm gonna I have no one to challenge. And then when I got to the Lord, the next jump was where we actually got to do a challenge, and that was interesting, right?
Yeah. Well, ours was very thematic. I had Phosphex canister shot and put some panic statuses on a Dark Angels assault squad as my despoilers disembarked from their Rhino and Disorder charged in, which was great. It didn't matter because they were initiative 1 from being panicked. Go ahead.
How did you find the Disorder charge out of the Rhino?
Not a problem at all. Not even remotely a problem.
But you were charging people with the status on them, so they were initiative 1 as well, right?
Well, you only so when you charge from the Rhino, you count as disordered. The only negative to being disordered is you can't do a setup move and you can't volley fire.
I thought you were initiative 1 as well.
No, so you still get initiative. So your initiative isn't affected by disordered.
Okay.
Answers in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but that's definitely how we played.
I will double check it. I think you're initiative 1, but right. We'll see.
Yeah.
But mind you, Pete and I have only played 1 game, so
yeah. But yeah, it didn't make too much difference at all. So yeah, sorry. So these Phosphex canisters came down, panicked them. My console, what's he called? Centurion came in, who's armed with a power fist and a charmable saber for dueling and challenges, and he goes Fury of Blows on the enemy Dark Angels guy, and I'm not sure what the Dark Angels gambit is, but that's what Tom elected to do. I fluffed all my attacks as he was weapon skill 6 and I'm weapon skill 5. And I got the D3 extras, had 8 attacks with this charmable saber just hacking away. Did nothing, and then he just got a crit hit and just did 3 wounds and just outed me straight away in return.
And just dropped you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
It was really good fun. But yeah, so combat felt far more thematic, I think. And just like, I hit on 3s, re-rolls, I wound on this, re-roll. It's just none of that, which is quite a lot better, I think. The
no re-rolls, sorry to interrupt you, but like the no re-rolls was really good. Like that felt really fresh. Like it seemed to me that the game would actually move faster once you got to know the rules, because there was no re-rolls.
Yeah.
You just pick up the dice, throw the dice, that's it. And there's not as much artificer armor. Only characters seem to have artificer armor. That seemed to be like a big time saver as well. Like, so it was just, everyone had most people had a 3-up armor save. It was like, it was just a lot more straightforward, it felt like, which was good. But it still felt like it had nuance. It was just the nuance was put in other places, like challenges and things like that. The bolters also were a huge upgrade. Like the 2 shots on a bolter are so good.
Yeah, so I didn't really get to use any. I didn't really have anything in range or line of sight, because we had 4K on each side, so it was a bit of a cluster fuck at the best of times. But the shooting phase felt good. It kind of felt... It is very similar.
Yeah.
But you're playing it quite differently, if that makes any sense at all, because of the status effects, right? So that's probably...
Yeah.
I'd say close combat phase and status effects are the 2 big changes here, right? The status effects felt really good to be applying them. You're kind of trying to make sure you've sprinkling them across the whole force where possible. As I gave in the example earlier, like using the Phosphex to put a status on to then come in and assault. You're getting combos here and there, which it feels more engaging. It feels more tactical to play it that way as well.
I was pinning people with my sniper rifles, and then they weren't able to move forward, which was good. And then I was sort of moving around them because they were stuck there. And that was actually pretty fun as well. So yeah, I think that what we're going to see a lot of statuses coming out onto the board and people trying to apply statuses on you. I definitely see this coming. Your Iron Warriors are very happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, finding ways to boost your morale and try and stay firm against the statuses is going to be really important.
I'm going to see the I think that, and we'll probably do another video about these guys later, but I think you're going to see a lot of apothecaries on the table because they help you recover from statuses. So this is, I think that is like less of a feel no pain bot, but I think that is going to be huge because I saw statuses as a big deal now.
Yep, they are in my 20-man blob squads for sure to just sit on objectives and make sure I recover. Because that armed with a Nuncio Vox will mean that you can recover at the beginning of your turn before you score at the end of your turn, right? So, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot of... That's the other thing, actually. We've been going back and forth quite a bit, haven't we? Just on private chat. And
about the different things you can do, the different word.
We're finding that, there seems to be I think there's a lot more depth to it than meets the eye, which is obviously good. And we're only scratching the surface of it yet. So I think there's going to be a whole list of things that come up that are, nice little combinations and stuff.
I think this is why that there's a lot more precision. Like I've noticed there's a lot more precision, not high numbers, but there's a lot of precision 6+ that different elites units have. And I think that this is why I just noticed a lot more precision, because I'm wondering if, they're there to try to take out those war gear things. So you have another option to kind of take things out.
Yeah. There's lots of interesting bits. Minimum experiences so far. Me and Jay are meeting up a week Saturday for a weekend of games, whilst our wives moan at each other, moan at us to each other rather, which will be fun. We'll have a far more detailed look at this and our first thoughts together in another upcoming video. And we'll probably talk a bit more detail about actually what happens in the game, like a battle report without the video images. So we'll do like a battle summary,
an after action report.
Perfect.
So yeah, get ready for your after action report when Pete and I meet up for a big Royal Rumble.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. That's it. Thanks, guys. Cheers for the quick one.
Thanks, guys. Bye.